Yeah, absolutely. That's an amazing thing that you even like want to tell your students is that like there's such a beautiful world out there, and we all have like the opportunity to explore it. And like I said, here in the U.S., there's definitely a lot to offer as far as parks and different like landscapes throughout even this country itself. It's crazy to think, like as we mentioned, like in the East, there's like a lot of green, and then in the
Yeah,
West, there's not so much, but they have like deserts and huge mountains and just
mm,
like you said, embracing like the beauty of like the things that God created. And like you said,
yeah,
even appreciating the nature like during your journey, like you said, like the water, the streams, and
mm,
just seeing like the fish or like you said, just crawfish, anything like that, just enjoying its day and listen, you're just getting to like just see different things and new things on your journeys. And it's just definitely
yeah,
a win-win when it comes to hiking. You definitely just get a lot of amazing experiences out of it.
yeah, that's right. And
So
I'm looking for where this stream will end, where it started. I want to see the the beginning and the end of that stream. But we have a limited walk, so
yeah, I always sometimes wonder that too with certain things like just with certain waters and you just think like even being at the beach a couple weeks ago, like the water there's the Gulf of Mexico, and just thinking it's crazy that like the Gulf of Mexico eventually is going to touch with like the Atlantic Ocean and like the Caribbean Sea, and even like the all of that will mix in with like the Pacific Ocean. It's just crazy like how like endless everything can be, and like it's just amazing to just even think. And it's just like that little part that you're seeing is just a very tiny piece of like the art that basically God is giving us, like through the mountains and the water and the rivers and all that. So it's a beautiful world out there.
beautiful world. I agree with that.
So I think you kind of answered this, but I'm going to ask it anyway. So have you always had like a love for hiking, or did hiking, like your love for hiking, start when you got a little bit older, like in your adult years?
Uh, as what I've mentioned a while ago, that I was exposed to hiking when I was a kid, and I re you know what, the difference between when you were a kid and you're an adult is that I'm just having fun when I was a kid. It doesn't matter. It's like if it's long walk, it's like, is it still long? I want to take rest, just like that. And then after a couple of rest, a couple of minutes of rest, run again, and then walk, run again, just like that. And you have nothing to mind. Like, although I appreciate, the beauty of nature before, but I'm more likely to appreciate the nature when I was in my adulthood stage now, because I don't know, maybe it's I became more matured and more appreciative than what I was when I was a kid. So it's like, uh now I am appreciating more of the hikes because of what I see and it's like what amazes me. So it's like, yeah, the nature, the environment. I love hiking maybe better now than when I was a kid, because I'm not really, I appreciate things when I was a kid, but not that appreciative of who I am today. You know what I mean? It's like because of maybe I'm an adult, and then I'm in an adulthood, stage, maturity stage, and yeah, I'm more likely to have hiking, and I appreciate it I started to hike here, most especially in the US, with my close friend. So it's like, yeah, it's like he became the instrument of God for me to see and appreciate more of the, environment, the nature of what he created, just like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that definitely because like when I was younger, probably being outside was not my favorite thing to do and probably thinking it's so hot, I just want to go inside, like how long is this going to take or anything like that. So most of the time when I was a kid, I was not outside much, but if I ever was outside, I was not hiking. I was probably doing something like riding my scooter or something like that, like just doing something a little bit more fun because maybe I used to not think that
Yeah,
hiking was fun. So, but once I got older, well, actually, within the last maybe 5 or 6 years, it probably hit me to where like I wanted to do a lot more hiking and just getting to see different areas, especially like once I got a little bit more involved with Instagram. There was this one photography page that like it was here like based in Alabama and they would go to different landmarks in Alabama and different parks in Alabama that had like
mhm.
amazing views. And like I would be following this girl's Instagram and just seeing everywhere that she goes. And just that kind of gave me like the inspiration to want to explore and see like the beauty of nature and like so the God's creation and lots of just seeing all that. So probably yeah, like in the last 5 to 6 years, I probably had a more of a love for it than when I was a kid. Because like maybe when I was a kid, I was maybe just always just complaining that like I want to be inside where it's nice and the AC that it feels nice and cool and instead of being outside like yeah where it's burning up hot and like just not really enjoying it and I'm thirsty, I'm tired and stuff like that. So now like I definitely it's a choice definitely and I've made it to where I definitely enjoy it because as I think that's probably why I never went hiking until 5 or 6 years ago. I guess I was never raised going on hikes, really. So I guess we none of us ever really cared for it. So I guess it just kind of like it didn't really hit me until I got older and just realized I'm not going to get to see these things in person until I actually do the hiking to see it because there's like sometimes a picture doesn't like it doesn't make it like it looks so much better in person, of course. Like so the picture doesn't serve justice or however you want to say that. Like it's just definitely really great to just see it in person. So yeah, like so just here recently that's kind of what has been going on for me. I want to do more hiking recently. I've been a little bit more busy, but I definitely want to incorporate more hiking into my life again.
Yeah. Aside from, from the health the good health that we can get from hiking, it could also, it could also improve your, I don't know, your love of nature, a love to nature like that. So there's a lot more to appreciate in this world.
Yeah, that's very true. And that actually